Enlightenment practice is when there is no sucking in to the vortices of the mind-heart. This sutra, this aphorism, has only 4 words in it, 4 Sanskrit words. One of these words is yoga. One of these words means cessation or stilling. And the other 2 words are worth learning. These are citta and vṛtti. Citta is sometimes understood as consciousness or as mind, and vṛtti are the perturbations of the mind. They are the stirrings of the mind. I've translated citta as mind-heart because the word mind doesn't convey the full impact of what's meant by citta. We tend to think of mind as quite a cerebral thing, quite intellectual. But actually it's highly charged, it's highly emotional. So I describe it as the mind-heart. If we think about ideas and beliefs, these seem like products of the mind, don't they? But think of the passion which a belief or an idea can command. So when we're talking about a belief, we're not just talking about a logical conclusion or an intellectual viewpoint. We're talking about something deeply held. We're talking about a conviction. In fact, the citta we could identify with our cognitive process. It's that by which we make sense of the world. It's that by which we come to some understanding of the nature of the world. We come to some understanding in accordance with our disposition. And our disposition is our emotional tone. And this disposition is the force behind the vṛtti. And we can understand these as our moods. And our moods dominate the notions that we hold. We're actually adrift on an ocean of notions, caught up in a maelstrom of moods. This is our usual situation. So yoga, or enlightenment practice, removes awareness from the mind-heart and all the perturbations it's caught up in, all the drama of existence. So enlightenment practice is realizing this situation. Yoga is realizing this situation and withdrawing from it. What's withdrawing from it? The awareness is withdrawing from it. Consciousness is withdrawing from it and realizing its own pure nature once again. Awareness is usually about being aware of something. And in that awareness there is identification with what we're aware of. And that identification is such that the awareness disappears and there's only the object. Imagine you're watching a movie. You're aware of the movie, but then you get sucked into it. Your awareness gets sucked into it. It becomes real. It becomes real for a while. You get emotionally affected by it. You're drawn into it. And hopefully at the end of the movie you come back to yourself. This is like spiritual practice. This is like enlightenment practice. We've got this big movie going on round about us. We get caught up in it. We get sucked into it. We get sucked into the various plots that are going on, the various emotions. But enlightenment practice means coming back to ourselves. Coming back to our true nature once again, who we really are. Not these characters in a drama. And this doesn't mean to say we push everything aside. We don't push the world aside. What we free ourselves from is the drama. We come back to pure experiencing. This is what it means to come back to awareness. It means we come back to pure experiencing. We give up all ideas. We give up emotional investment in the ideas that we have about what we think we're experiencing. We come back to pure experiencing, and we leave our thoughts, beliefs and ideas aside. Then there is abiding in pure experiencing. In this sutra, the third one of book 1, it talks about the seer coming back to his true form. What is it that's doing the seeing? What is it that's doing the perceiving? What is it that's experiencing? There's only experiencing. So when we give up all our ideas about what's going on, we come back to pure experiencing. And if we don't, well, otherwise there is identification with mental, emotional perturbations. We get sucked into the drama once again. We get sucked in to the cognitive process, which is the story of perception and our ideas about what we're perceiving and our feelings about what we're perceiving. They're like whirlpools which suck us under, which suck awareness into it. Awareness can come back to itself. This is spiritual practice. This is enlightenment practice. This is yoga.